The rules by which data is collected, interpreted, and used must be defined and consistently drive the decisions made during the implementation of any marketing technology solution, including preference management and collection. Without clear business rules in place, all data, including preference data, is vulnerable to misperception, misapplication, or underutilization. For many enterprises, the perceived challenge to preference management is the coordination of a myriad of legacy systems. In reality, as is often discovered during the pilot or early implementation phase, the real challenge is in the establishment of consistent rules that recognize the unique needs and goals of the enterprise itself, the what and why of collecting data from customers, and how that data will be used later. Key considerations include the definition of terms. The first and often overlooked challenge is the foundational question of vocabulary: how to define a prospect, how to describe the progression from prospect to customer, how to define the behavior of a prospect as he or she progresses towards becoming a customer. Without clear, universal terminology to articulate the interaction, companies are left with vague results that often conflict or fail to present a cohesive whole. Establishment of specific goals. Any effort to increase engagement is doomed to failure by the mere fact of its vague mission. An undefinable destination is a goal a company will never reach. In contrast, an effort to reduce opt-outs and increase targeted opt-ins is trackable, reportable, and consequently a project worthy of budget and personnel. Another consideration is the declaration of unique value proposition. When a company offers a mass-market, unrestricted consumer good, they have no immediate reason to solicit a customer's age as part of the online purchase process. Yet many companies do, from a misguided sense of what should be part of a preference collection and management process, because it's easy to do once the system is in place. Consider what's actually needed or valuable and limit the collection, storage, and liability concerns that collecting customer data requires. And finally, the prediction of customer lifecycle. Every company seeking to interact with the consumer must consider the natural cycle of that interaction. A subscription-based service, such as a cable provider, holds a perpetual responsibility to honor communication preferences and address the day-to-day needs of their customers. Defining and documenting the business rules a company follows helps identify gaps and documents the overlaps in communication outreach with their customers. For more information on interpreting preference data, learn more at our Resource Center.